you know she had a song called Mercury in Retrograde?
Everything was going great, then Mercury went into retrograde.
Oh my god. Remember that wacko Japanese guy? He spent like all that money to become a human collie.
Yeah, I remember
It
that.
looked really good.
It was a very good
Yeah,
costume.
it was solid.
So dumb. I hate that guy so much. I hate him.
Like, not
Yeah.
a furry. Like, he...
No, it
No.
was like
Yeah.
legit
He's
looking.
walking
If you
around on
saw
all
it,
fours.
across the room, you'd be like, oh, look.
Yep.
You're like, oh,
Yeah.
Tuga.
Well, it's getting even weirder now because that dude is now claiming that he has a dog best friend. Oh, babe. Like, not a real dog, of course. Just another canine cosplayer. This guy's in a husky suit.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, it's
Now-
so disturbing.
Now it gets sexual.
Yeah, here comes the sex.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm weirded out by this guy.
Well, of course. He walked around in a park like he was a real dog.
And, you know,
And now he's about to mount a husky.
For a lot of things, I go, you know, whatever. You're in the feet. I mean, I don't get it, but whatever. Doesn't bother me. This bothers me. Because this guy is such a weirdo.
He is.
And he's pretending to be a dog. And he wants to be treated like a dog.
And didn't he spend a ton of money?
He did.
And didn't he lose his family over it?
Yeah, he spent $16,000
Worth it.
to wear a collie costume.
Wow.
I seriously think he got abandoned by his family.
Well, that's the difference. You know, shout out to Japan, of course. Like, you pull this crap in America, I'd be like, oh, well, you know,
Yeah,
that's just what
yeah.
he does for fun.
Right.
Yeah.
No, Japan, like, no, out of the family.
Yeah.
Yep. Bye.
Dishonorable.
Yeah, so now there's this this new video where he and this other idiot in a dog costume, they're dancing and playing with a toy dog.
Oh, cutie.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, oh, I'm so happy to see you. Because I guess he disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
Too bad not off the face of the earth.
Cheers.
But, and other people are just, like I am, just completely confused. I mean, I know what to think. This guy's just a weirdo.
Of course.
But, I mean, I guess he's not hurting anybody, but
Well, he's not.
not
it's
yet.
just too weird. It's too weird.
It's just
I don't like
when
that.
I hear stuff like this, I always think, what if it was a relative of mine?
Yeah.
I don't.
At first,
I think I would drag them
Yeah.
to mental health counselor.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, whatever. But now that he has a partner, I'm like, oh, here we go. We're ramping it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Things are about to
Yeah.
get hot.
Yeah.
Another weird story. This mom in Ohio, her name is Lee. She has been just producing too much breast milk for her newborn son. And she doesn't want all that liquid gold to go to waste. And so what she's doing, she's making popsicles out of it. And she's tried other things like making smoothies or soaps, even butter. But this was the winner. And she says her kids and her husband love the popsicles. Yuck.
Oh,
Ew.
no.
Right?
I fully disagree with this lady. However, I could see my mom doing this.
To give to
I
your
know.
brothers and sisters?
I could. I'm
Or
not,
your dad?
way.
Not today, my mom, but
Yeah.
Back in the day, your mom?
yeah, like
Do you see your dad trying it?
I could see. No, I will give him credit. He doesn't. He tolerates my mom's shenanigans,
Okay.
but he is not an active participant.
Yeah.
I could see him like, because like doing it, trying once just for funsies
Yeah.
and like not to piss her off.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I could definitely see her offering
Okay.
us.
So her husband thinks the milk is sweet, and she was also curious enough to taste it. She says, "I'll stop making them when my kids and my husband stop eating them."
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
So, Greg and I know a story about a former coworker of ours, Julianne,
Yep.
and she just recently had a baby. And
Again?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
another
always,
baby.
I always joke that she has 5 kids, but she only has 3. And she was just recently in Mexico, and her pump broke. So breast pump, and she was full, and then she realized that it kind of like shot out.
Oh,
so
a lot.
So she was at the bar, and then she was drunk, of course, and just starts letting it shoot out everywhere. And like randos were running up and drinking it.
No.
Oh,
Swear,
yeah.
we have the video.
I
She
have it
said
on
she
video.
What?
Random dudes.
Were they putting her?
random dudes and chicks,
Yeah,
they-
they're all, and she's just like
and they're
spraying
asking
everybody.
Yeah,
Okay.
like she had a squirt gun.
And in
Yeah.
this one video, you think, oh, there's some sort of emergency at their table because some dude is running from afar. And no, he came to lean back and open his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, so they weren't like putting their mouth on her.
Not
No,
on
no,
her.
no,
They
no.
were like 5 feet away. And she's
Yeah.
Oh, that's so gross.
Everybody was asking to do it.
Yeah.
Weird.
Look, if I'm drunk at a bar in Mexico, I'm joining in.
Yeah.
Was her husband who
No, he was loving
He's
it
there
too.
laughing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
she was with
Pray
her
for
friends
him.
and family.
but
Yeah.
okay, so her baby was there, I'm guessing too.
No.
Okay.
No, this is a trip.
Because I learned that you do get alcohol in your breast milk when you drink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
knows
Well, she
that.
expelled it all.
Yeah, pump and dump. Is
Did
what it's
she?
called.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
bar, when you see the video, you'll be like, is there any left? It's a hose.
I know, it was crazy.
So what, she just had her cans out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Oh, they
okay,
were out.
that-
It wasn't like through her shirt.
Nope.
No,
No,
she's not.
No,
No,
it's
she-
not Julianne.
she's
Sorry.
freed the-
I
Literally-
pictured a very thin tank top.
Oh, no, no,
Okay.
no.
Literally,
Open
yeah,
out.
we've
No,
all
cans out.
and
We've
by
all
the way,
seen,
we've all
touched,
seen, yeah,
everything.
I mean, I
Yeah.
had the
Oh.
video. She sent it. She wouldn't mind us sharing.
She's not shy.
Julianne's the same person, by the way, who when we had a fire drill one time here at the radio station, and everybody had to go outside, walk outside away from the building, and there's like an overpass where they take everybody down over the overpass, and you look down, there's the highway, right? Like all these lanes of traffic are going by, and as they're going by, she's flashing everybody.
During a work fire drill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's the funniest.
All right, Sammy.
I love her.
Hilarious. Yes.
Sammy, close your eyes. Don't.
Yeah.
Look, right here. Look.
Wait. I don't see her. I can't
She's
see where
right
she
there.
is.
Wait, no. There's people running up. There she
Yeah,
is.
these are the people running up.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
And then
And then
Oh,
she's, like,
God.
squirting.
it goes everywhere.
Oh my God. All right, okay. And that is today's Redneck.
It's still going.
I believe
the whole
it's still
crowd.
going.
Now,
yeah.
by the way, she's got her left one out, and she's got her right hand on it, just spraying.
Wow.
And there's the shot guy with his whistle.
Oh my
Right.
God.
And by the way, she did this as a celebration of her 40th birthday.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, that
cool.
was video. There's another one. This is when the women start coming up.
Oh, now she got her right one out, her left hand on
Okay,
it.
yeah. The right one's for the ladies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was from the tap. That was straight from the
Yeah.
tap.
Oh, yeah.
But again, a bar, Mexico, this is the 40th birthday.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is where you do that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Woody Show
that's-
Freak of the Week.
That's damn Julianne on Instagram.
And that wasn't, she didn't win. She just honorable mention.
yeah.
Cellulite and pubic hair was everywhere.
The Woody Show.
Forgot about that guy.
I think we could get him on the show regularly because he appears to be a media whore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he loves
sweet.
the media, dude. Loves the media.
His specialty is, activism and blah, blah, blah. But we
Yeah,
could probably
sure.
get him to talk about pretty much anything.
Yeah. Cellulite and puba everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. All right, welcome back to the Woody Show. Phones open 877-44 Woody. No, we cannot post the video of Julianne squirting people at the bar.
No.
Yeah.
Although I was just talking to Bort because my wife and I are getting ready to make our annual trip to Mexico, the No Kids trip. And so that week of Labor Day, we're going back and we're finding a bunch of stuff that hasn't aired in a long time. There's a lot of stuff that involves Julianne. I mean, Bort, you're pulling all this different stuff.
Oh yeah, there's so much of Julianne. Julianne getting into fights at the bar she used to work at.
I forgot about that.
Julianne running down a highway for a kid's play place
Oh,
toy.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Do we
She
have-
was dodging traffic to get like some kid's toy that fell off a truck.
Right.
Do we have when she got cut off with the cruise ship for drinking too much?
That one may
Yeah.
have been deleted by accident. Julianne voices puppets.
All right.
That was a
Yeah.
special one.
But anyway, we got a lot of stuff.
Many.
So here's the thing: because of the changes, Ravy leaving the show, all these different people who are all part of our like archive of audio and stuff like that. We're gonna do a whole week where it's like all this stuff from all these past employees or people who have been a part of the show. If you got a special request for something involving Julianne or Randy or any of these people that have been a part of this, you can just make a request. Then Bort's getting all that stuff together for that week of Labor Day, and then once that's done, we'll be able to move on from all that stuff, and it'll all go into the archive. It'll all go into the
vault.
archive in the vault.
With
I
Fantasia.
mean, it'll still be available like on podcasts and stuff like that, but like it's not going to air again. Like on the air. Just too many different people who are part of the crew and stuff. So anyway, make your request on that. It's time for the Woody Show Freak of the Week. And Seabass has somebody he's going to introduce us here to. And these people are real life people. These are the people who are maybe, I don't know what they do for a living. You know what I mean? Like this could just be like their little side gig. Maybe they're the ones helping you at the grocery store. Maybe they're the nice person that works at your kid's school. You don't know.
Probably are.
Yeah. All right. So Freak of the Week, who is this, Seabass?
Well, we're going to start off with, actually, if you don't mind, switching out our music, Woody.
Oh, okay.
And I actually pulled a song from one Avril Lavigne that I'm sure no one in this room has actually heard. Do you know she had a song called Mercury in Retrograde?
Oh my God.
Sammy's theme song.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's amazing this wasn't a big hit.
I know.
But we now have a new intro song for Sammy.
Did you bring this up because you know Mercury is in retrograde
Exactly.
right now?
Again, I didn't want to scare anybody, Sammy, but we currently, Greg, be careful. As we speak, Mercury is in retrograde.
So now, is that why my phone is acting up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But aren't we just about out of the woods on the whole eclipse effect? Like
Not yet.
No,
No?
because that lasts
That'll
up to
go
6
for
months.
months.
Yeah. But Mercury retrograde is not all bad, you guys.
What?
Yeah, everyone says it like it's all bad, but you know, people come back from the past. You can find things that you lost.
Sure.
There's things will come back to you during that
So
time.
Sammy the Freak of the Week?
Okay,
like, what's,
so I bring this up because I was just looking around. This guy has an astrology fetish.
Fetish.
Well, he uses it again. That's what I thought too. Like, how do you use astrology as a fetish? Well,
Hey, this
how
could
do you
be
make it sexual?
This could be the guy, Sammy.
right. So
You don't
this
know.
is-
Don't
this-
be
This is Omar, and actually, he blends astrology into his other fetish. And I'll have he did an interview, and I'll have the guy who interviewed him tell us what's going on with Omar.
Okay.
And now it's my great pleasure to introduce Omar to the show. Omar is on the podcast today to discuss the potential intersection between fetishism and astrology. It's an enlightening episode, so let's jump right into the Fart Fetish Podcast.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the fart fetish.
The fart fetish podcast.
I believe that we may have had them. He's been going strong. He has a good podcast. You could tell the sound is pretty decent.
Yeah, not bad.
He's
Good
a
delivery.
professional
Yeah.
presenter.
Okay.
So Omar, yes, he loves farts and he loves astrology. And Greg, you'll be glad. Omar went right into what your question is: how do you
realize you have this?
sexually obsessed with farts?
Right.
And it was back in Omar's childhood.
All right.
Growing up with wrestling and roughhousing with my stepbrother, wrestling moves became, I guess, like an opportunity to fart on me. So that's how I got into it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, so your stepbrother is farting on you, and then you think that's hot?
Yeah, and it becomes a sexual
Well,
thing.
actually, Menace, it was more than just that as a child.
Ooh, okay.
Actually, the first time I experienced it was at daycare and like nap
jeez.
time or something, and somebody had farted, and I somehow like ended up like being near the person. Like our cots were right next to each other, and I was like trying to smell it, I guess. And then there was just this friend I had that was like a really talented farter, I would say, because they could like fully do it on blast, and they were just like, I remember having a play date with them, and I was like in my small apartment with my mom just there, and they were just like farting next to my head, and like I know that my mom could hear this going on, and she didn't stop us.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm not satisfied with the answer. It doesn't mean it turns sexual.
Yeah,
though.
like I was around
Yeah.
plenty. We farted all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
had
Dude.
water balloon fights as a kid. Does that mean you're attracted to balloons?
Yeah.
What?
Well,
that he
some
was
people are.
drawn to it.
I don't know.
I
Why?
cut one. I cut one the other day
Okay.
that I could feel was like really. It was silent, but it was like really warm,
Yeah.
and just like kind of you can feel like kind of like not heavy, but you know what I mean. Like the-
Yeah.
So you go walk in front of your like daughter.
No,
and-
so like I was laying in bed, and so I
Oh.
cut it.
Yeah.
And then I'm laying there, and I didn't smell anything. I'm like, wait a minute, that had to have stunk, right?
So you didn't do the up down with the
No,
blanket?
so I was already on top of the cover, so I
Oh.
cupped my hand like as I'm doing like the freestyle, swimming move, and I just kind of like tried to like, and
To
all of a
smell
sudden,
it?
yeah,
Why?
because it was so heavy. Because I'm like, there's no way that didn't smell.
it's like
The
when
hot ones are the worst.
It's like when you see like they have like a swamp gas, it'll just kind of sit.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. That's
Pull
exactly
up
what
below
it
the
did.
rest of
Yeah,
the-
and dude, I was in the room by myself,
Or
so
when
I
a
only,
sh-
I only grossed myself
Or when
out.
a chef goes up to a pot and just kind of
Yeah,
wafts
yeah.
it into the.
Wafts it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Now, okay, so that's how
You're
that-
gross.
Yeah, I know.
That's how Omar's fart fetish works, quote unquote. But now, again, astrology. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Well, here he says that he got into astrology, obviously not as a child, but once he got into astrology, he figured out how it fully explained his fart fetish.
When I found astrology, and I found that as soon as I was born, this was already kind of written. think this was like with Venus and Uranus, but the aspect says you certainly cannot handle being smothered or tied down anyway, except maybe in the bed. So like definitely like something I experienced.
Okay.
All right.
Here's a question. How are you into fart fetishes and you're calling it Uranus?
Getting.
Some people do.
So if he used a term,
I don't even know
there,
what that means.
It's Uranus, the planet.
Getting.
Some people say Uranus.
Menace. I think he probably he doesn't say Uranus because he doesn't want it to be seen as a joke. It's serious astrology.
Uranus.
Yeah, sure.
So he just said a word there which I had never heard, but he said his aspect in astrology, Sammy.
What does that mean?
I just looked it up thanks to AI. Okay, so she knows. The aspect in astrology is the angular relationship between planets and other points on a birth chart.
Okay.
Oh, your aspect ratio?
So like, I guess when you look at an astrology chart, you look at where you're born, and then you draw lines and stuff between the other astrological signs.
Yeah,
Right. It's how many degrees.
Oh.
Again, this is all nonsense.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, huh?
But when he read his, there was some joke about getting tied down, except in the bed, and he's like, well, I like getting smothered and farted on.
Oh, wow.
Therefore, astrology.
Yeah.
Okay.
So weird.
All right, this is the Woody Show Freak of the Week.
All right, talking to Omar, again, the Fart Fetish podcast. Now, you might think, okay, this guy's just a complete weirdo and a dork and so on and so forth. But no. He's actually otherwise relatively normal.
What is your feeling towards gender and farts?
Like in terms of like relationships, I'm like a straight male, but like I'll have like friendships with like guys who do this without us being anything else. So
See?
that's kind of my relationship to it.
So
That's
yeah,
awesome. That's really cool.
Wait, so like just bros getting together farting on each other?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be sexual.
Oh.
Even though he's
I
a
don't know.
nuclear hetero.
Like, hey guys, you want to come over and just fart on each other?
I'm
and
straight, but
It's not gay.
Yeah,
let's
do
fart
that.
together.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
In fact, he has Omar, the fart guy, has a girlfriend.
What?
And
Yeah.
here he
What's
is
his name?
Getting
No, I just feel bad. Like when other guys hear this who desperately want a relationship and they're like, all right, this guy's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm here in the wind.
Trying.
No
Getting-
pun intended. But like I'm out here with nobody. I can't find anybody to date me. This is a lonely loser. Meanwhile, Omar here, the fart guy, he's got a girlfriend.
And this
All
is
right.
how he broke that down with
Oh
her.
boy.
I told her because like I kind of figured since her like brother was like a not just farter that she would kind of like understand.
Oh, okay.
Once I admitted it to her, she kind of like did it for me, like, but she was still shy about it at first. So I'm glad she was open to it, like after she found out. But before, she was resistant to like doing it around me, even though she would tell me that she would have to.
Interesting.
Interesting.
He probably said interesting, or that's interesting
Yeah.
50
Interesting.
times.
Interesting.
Yeah. Riveting.
So yeah, I love the girlfriend would pretend to be in it for him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Isn't
gotta
this
go.
something you would just keep to yourself?
I would think so.
Not if he needs to get together with his friends
Yeah,
for
exactly.
it.
If you're gonna
Where
have
are
like
you
bro
going?
fart dates.
Just, I don't
But
know.
see, Greg, that kind
Just
of
learn to live with it, or learn to, if somebody farts around you that you like it, okay, then just keep that to yourself.
Yeah, find a brand you like and only like invest in the time in that one person. Like, oh man, this person
Yeah.
smells really good. I like how they smell like the inside of a pumpkin. You know,
Yeah.
when they come.
Oh, he would love you,
when
man.
they cut one. Yeah.
I know. I pumpkin fart all the time. I have this guy interview should ask the question like, okay, when you guys get together, like, what's the meal prep like?
Yeah,
you know, what
and-
are the appetizers?
Taco Bell again.
Right?
Yeah.
Is there any like
Yeah.
order to it?
Now,
Yeah.
Greg, that sort of attitude, shameful. What if I told young Greg Gorey, as a 21-year-old college student, you know what? If you're into men, just keep that to yourself. Don't tell anybody.
That's
Well,
true.
no, but I'm not saying what I
Why not
do
be
with
your
them.
authentic self? You know?
I'm not saying what
And
I
proud.
do to these men publicly.
Yeah. All right, Freak of the Week.
Now, Greg,
Yes.
this is again. You can keep this quiet, this fart fetish stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or if you express it, it can actually take your relationship to the next level.
Oh.
It kind of like just binds me more. It makes my relationship have a stronger bond. I would
Uh-huh.
say, like I would have a stronger bond to somebody. Like being able to have them fart for me is more intimate than I think anything else.
See, that's
Than anything else.
It's
All
really
right.
the glue
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
that holds everything
communication is
together.
lubrication.
You can have all the
right?
Yeah.
pieces, but
Yeah.
that is what really
It's
gets
the farting.
Yeah, we had 5
Ties it
kids,
all
but it
together.
wasn't until
Right.
Yep.
Until this. Now we're intimate.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is Omar from the Fart Fetish podcast and astrology podcast.
Oh my God.
And Omar gave us one thing. He gave me a bunch of tips about because where does he go online to watch fart porn? And he said one of the girls he likes, her name is Kelly Shamrock, and she does like these fantasy role play videos. So I went to her Twitter, and in this one, she's pretending to be a plumber that showed up to investigate the sink in the bathroom.
Yeah,
of course,
because Menace probably puked in there or something.
True.
Here's what she found.
All right.
Well, you're right. It is a bathroom. Let me go check it out.
Gross.
Looks like you got a hole through your floor. And there might be a bullfrog or something down there that's making all that noise. Can you hear it?
Now, do you think they had to add those sounds in post, or was she that gassy, like ready to go? Like
good?
She's like, "All right, guys, you ready to roll? Let's go."
She's like, "I can do this on demand."
Holding it in.
Yeah, right.
That's Kelly Shamrock.
There we go. Woody Show Freak of the Week, everybody.
Yeah.
And a new song for Sammy.
And a new song for Sammy Avril Lavigne. Mercury in Retrograde. It does sound like a song she would be into.
Totally.
Yeah, it does. That
Yeah,
sound.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the soundtrack for any movie that ever had like high school cheerleaders and like
She's all that. Never been kissed.
Clueless.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yearbooks.
Yeah. All right, more Woody Shows next. Hang on.
I would never listen to
Pencils
a song
with big
like that.
fuzzy
You guys are
tops.
insane. I also listen to like country, Billy Joel, Alanis Morissette.
Well, of course.
I mean,
Everyone has very
thinking
taste.
LFO.
Yeah, but that's not a left field to
This
say.
isn't even.
But
That's not Tool. That's not
Yeah,
Megadeth.
exactly.
It totally sounds like a song that if it came on, that you'd be like, "Oh yeah, rap."
Mercury, yes.
I guarantee if we put that song on the air, we said, who in this room is most likely to like
100%
this music?
Text in your
Most
answer.
likely, sure. And, no, most likely in this room. But I don't like that song. Like, I would never listen to
Yes,
something
you
like
do. Why are you pretending you don't?
The Woody Show.
I think Sammy spent the entire commercial break arguing with us about how she would never like a song that sounds like that the sound of that Avril Lavigne song, which is a total
I don't like it.
like pop,
at
like
all.
okay. Okay, now let me ask you a question. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Like, if I had, forget what we've already talked about. If I had said, I'm gonna play this little clip of this song, and I want everybody to tell me who in this room is most likely to love this song.
Yeah.
And to be like, who would you guess? Would you guess Woody, Greg, Menace, Seabass, or Sammy? You would get.
It would be.
Okay.
100% of the
text
vote.
system would break.
Yes, because most likely in this room, yes, but I don't like the song, like not even a little bit.
Do you like Avril Lavigne in general?
I did kind of like Skater Boy and Complicated.
Okay.
So what's?
But that was like fast.
Okay, let me ask you: do you like Ashley Simpson? Do you like Hillary Duff? Do you like Jessica Simpson? Like that's all in that realm.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. Like I couldn't even name really any of their songs. I do remember listening to Hillary Duff.
Of course.
When I was in high school. I don't know Ashley Simpson songs.
Well, she only had like one. But
And Jessica Simpson, I don't remember. I think she had like one hit that I listened to.
Psychologists at Lund University found that people who believe in astrology tend to be less intelligent and more narcissistic, according to a study published in the Journal of Personality and Individual Differences.
More narcissistic.
well, because it's the study of how is the universe about me.
They recruited 264 English-speaking adults using questionnaires and tests, finding that those who believed in astrology scored higher on narcissistic traits and lower on IQ tests. The study suggests that astrology believers are more self-focused and see themselves as special, yet tend to have lower intelligence. This is who you want to associate yourself with?
You guys are the ones saying this. I don't necessarily know.
The study from the
research
study.
Yeah. No, I don't believe that. Do you guys think, okay, if we had the people text in right now about who the most narcissistic person in this room is, who do you think they're saying?
Okay, that's probably, I get the answer on that one. The point being, though, that's not what the study says.
It's about
science.
People who are into astrology.
Right.
But Sammy doesn't come off as narcissistic.
Yeah, at least on the air.
Yeah, we don't know how she lives her life.
We have a pretty
That's
good idea.
true.
Do you?
Yeah, aren't you like pushing kids out of the way on the sidewalk when you're walking your dog and stuff?
Yes.
And,
Well, I do that.
While blasting
because I
that
deserve
song
to go
by Avril.
first. Yeah.
yeah, oh, here comes Sammy. Everybody look out.
Put it to the headphones. Don't
Yeah.
Not gonna.
Blasting from your car.